Yeah, here we are. Here we are. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. We are here. We are here. We are here. That was just my message for the day. Yes, we can. That was the Pointer Sisters from so long ago. But it is so wonderfully appropriate for 2025. Yes, we can. And of course, the disclaimer is it's not me, it is the Pointer Sisters. So, thank you for joining us today at Power in Nursing Innovations. And of course, it is new news. This is Power Time 2025. It's for you and for the world that we present each and every week for the community of health and wellness that represents nursing. We'll leave it there. We'll thank you. And of course, at Power in Nursing Innovations, our goal is service to you, the nurses of the world. And as I say to those who are asking the questions and really need to know the answers, that nurses must be saved so that we can serve. And that is absolutely true. We cannot do too much if we are halfway broken or even further than that. So, thank you today for joining us. And today, our topic is really 2025. What are your dreams? 2025 is going to be for you to search yourself and find your big dreams. It has been quite a challenge for many of you who are still in nursing today, that you've been through the COVID pandemic and you're still here. You're still here. So thank you so much for all that you do and all that you've done. And today we need to think, all of us, we need to think about the future of nursing and how what we do every day can promote the growth of this beloved profession. And this career path, as you all know, is not easy, as many people in the world still don't know who nurses are and what we do. We're going to create a path with strategies to acknowledge who we are. And we know that we're not going to keep whining or frowning when people say, oh, you're just, yeah, we're taking that word, JUST, out of our vocabulary. So we are looking at ways to become organized and employing strategies to save ourselves. You know, that self care stuff that we just say, oh, yeah, they said they were going to put a program together for us and no one ever did. We've got to do it ourselves. So let's get organized and put our dreams into service for ourselves and each other so that we can do what we love to do and still be safe and well ourselves so that we can continue to do what we love. So today we're going to talk about our big dreams. Have you thought about that? I know we talk about, as I would say, in the world, in the community, New Year's resolutions. Well, no, not so much for that right now, but we know what that means. It at least makes people think. But after that, the action is necessary, and sometimes we waver. But We all probably had big dreams when we were kids. So many of us have had a dream life, and some of us are still working on creating that dream life. For me, I wanted to be a nurse when I was in kindergarten. Now, yes, that is true. 5 years old, our teacher asked us what we wanted to be when we grew up. And everyone doesn't have clarity on that. And for me, that dream came true. Yes, it was hard work, but it is so worth it. So, your life, even that dream, it wasn't easy to fulfill it, but it came true. And life can be so demanding and hectic that sometimes we turn off that big dream, or we say, I'm going to do it later, or things get in your way and you didn't know that they might or that they even existed. And you might just say, well, I'll do it later, or maybe you won't do it at all. This really exists in some form of a broken dream for so many people. And sometimes people feel that they just don't even have control of their life or their dreams. And they think it's because either they don't have enough time, they don't have enough power, they're not in control of their own selves or their own lives. And that's a problem. And it does happen. But there are ways to help you get further along on the creation of that dream. And it's a work. It is a work. I will tell you, if anyone ever says to you, "Oh, you're a nurse. Oh, that's easy." Okay. just hold on to yourself for that moment and you'll find your ways to kindly share the information that they've been lacking about who nurses are and what we do. And it's not always easy. And even you yourself may change along the way. You may temper your big dream and you might squash it a bit, or you might say, I'm going to take a piece of the dream and I don't really know how this is going to work. Well, yeah, big dreams really require big plans. Big plans. Yesterday I talked about organization, and getting organized is a big step in the creation of your plan. So, the life that you were dreaming, or the dream that you were dreaming, isn't always fulfilled. And that happens to a lot of us. Something gets in your way, and something that you weren't ready for, and or something that you decided was too big or too hard. But life has a way of putting you in a place or a space that allows you to continue to hold the grasp on that dream. I told you I wanted to be a nurse when I was 5 years old, and I never knew really what nurses did. But as the days in elementary school, middle school, and high school went by, I still didn't really know what nurses did besides what I saw on TV. And that's probably many of you all who are in that age and stage. But you really, even from looking at the um, pictures or the content that you may see in a magazine or whatever, it's not all what you see. And after living an okay life through the school time, you might just say, well, you know what? I'm not really sure I want to do that. Maybe I want to be a rocket scientist. Whatever it is, give yourself some leeway, some space, and some time to explore your dream. You may change your dream. If you're like me, you didn't change your dream, but you got the shock of your life when you got to nursing school. Why? Nobody told me about clinical. No, no one told me about clinical. I didn't know about clinical. I knew from General Hospital that nurses were at the desk and, such and such. I actually did explore some things when I chose to apply as a candy striper, but I was not accepted for that application, and I continued on with my high school um, curriculum, and then I decided to apply for college, and on the side, or as a part of that, not even on the side, as a part, the School of Nursing. And that was really the start of the work of the big dream. And nursing school does not stand by itself. In college, you have to take other curriculum like, science, math, English, psychology, social studies, and I was like, what? Microbiology? Oh, and the worst for me was actually biology and the dissections, dissection of cats. And that was when I found out that I was allergic to cats. It was not expected by me. But, it is reality. Reality of nursing. Those things that we learn weren't at the forefront of our big dream. But as we move forward, we find more and more gifts and rewards that we did not expect. And as you are still kind of holding on to your big dream, you're wondering what's next. What's next? Clinical studies. Ah, I didn't really know about that. And as we went through med surge and taking care of the related persons in the associated medical centers, I was shaking myself, wondering how I lost control of my dream. I said to myself, well, maybe the next course will be fine. I think I want to do med surge. But when you feel that you don't have control or you're waiting and wavering for this next class, you're really thinking, well, do I have control of my life? Because it doesn't seem like I do. How can I get my dream back? And sometimes people quit. I know several folks in that started with me didn't finish with me. And sometimes that is related to where you find your strength in your motivation. Here you are, you've wanted to do a something, whether a nurse or not. I said rocket scientist, English teacher, whatever it is. As a young person, you don't really know all that you will need to know. And as you age unto becoming a mature person, it comes clear to you that you must make some decisions, right? And you have to do the work. Now, how is that going to be the icing on the cake of your big dream? Is that motivating you? You've got to do the work. Sometimes people lose their motivation, and that tempers their dream. And sometimes it's hard because, like I said, whoever tells you all of the things that you might need to know to create and complete your big dream? It's difficult. And when you reach those difficult places along the way, that your dream of being that rocket scientist is now, ooh, a little less exciting. And you start giving up and you start resting and saying, let me think about this. Well, you can think, but remember, you might find in your life now as an adult, you've heard some folks talking about the big dream or thinking about the big dream. Like Grant Cardone or Tony Robbins, they talk about the big dream. And what do you know about how to achieve that big dream? You have found those rocky places where, like me, in the VA hospital, I realized I never, ever, ever really want to work there. I had never been to such a place, and I had never seen such a scene. But it helped me to focus on the next step. So you'll have to continue to train yourself to positively practice the steps that will take you to complete that big dream. You have to use positive language. And I found, even in that next step, which was maternal health, that was not the answer to help me continue to build this nursing dream. And in nursing school is where I found out that that is where you learn the basis of all of the programs that are set as the cornerstone, really, for nursing. So there's med surge, and there's psychiatric nursing, and there is always something related to community, because every person that we call now patients, you're not a patient until you are in admitted into a health system. That's the patient. The person is the one in the community who is not a patient, but they are in a community that experienced, like you know, COVID. And in that time, those persons were in their own community suffering the outcomes and symptoms of COVID, and they weren't a patient anywhere. They were dying at home. So, as we are dreaming our big dreams, we are not suffering those symptoms of COVID because we have resources to keep ourselves better served with health and wellness resources. The persons in the community are waiting for you to live your big dream and to be motivated to continue to be positive in your quest. And like we know, nursing school is not always rosy and fun, but we need to continue the quest and the journey to get to our big dream. Yours may not, as I say, be nursing, but in any case, the words that we are not going to say are that JUST, you are not just a nothing. Nothing will never say just. And we will never say never. So, positively positive. We must help ourselves regain that motivation and pump it up. Tell yourself, as the Marines say, semper fi. We'll give ourselves leeway to create our own powerful 3 word quotes that we will tell ourselves each and every day, and each and every day that you struggle, that big dream is still there, but you're feeling it's further away. We must hold of our own thoughts in order to get ourselves to thinking positively. And we have to practice that. So we have to give ourselves a place and space to be positive, to think positive. And sometimes you have to practice. You have to practice, like, just do it. Just do it. Give yourself a moment. Just do it. How about live, love, laugh? Make yourself feel wonderfully wonderful and positively positive. It isn't easy, and it may be something you have to remind yourself of, but you can be happy. You can be happy along your quest. And I did not say easy, but I did say happy. So also, when you find yourself just a little bit down, find your helper, your friend, your mentor, your coach, your salvation to multiply your motivation. So, right now, you might feel like you're just going in a circle and nothing is happening. But if you're right now, you have finished nursing school or you have finished your college curriculum and you're on your way to law school or becoming a faculty member because you loved English or science and you want to be a teacher, you're not doing it for nothing. Your dreams will come true. And you must remember to work positively and maintain that goal of acquiring and completing your big dream. And you might find new dreams that come afterwards. And right now, you're working. You may not have completed your doctoral degree or your master's degree, but you're working at a place, and maybe it is the VA hospital, but you're working and you don't have lots of time, and you might not have lots of money at the end of each month, but you've got a little bit of the savings that you will use as a platform to continue to regain your motivation and to keep working every day towards your big dream. Now, what if you thought, one day I'm so tired and I just can't do it anymore? Just think. Take moments, those positive times, and focus on where your quest and even putting your little savings in the bank is taking you to your big dream. Your big dream is not the same as others. Your big dream is yours. Don't let anyone talk you out of your big dream, because you are the one and only you that can see the picture of your big dream and you see the journey as you are going out and seeing the beautiful colors at the end of the rainbow. You're motivated and you continue to be motivated. You'll find others who are suffering or working so hard at trying to convince themselves that it's not for them. More motivation is expected. Don't let yourself be low and feel low because this dream, like mine, was set so long ago. And this dream doesn't happen when you don't set yourself to be motivated and stay on the journey. You must dream big. Small motivation or small thinking won't get you where you wanted to go. Your motivation must be big. Your dream must be big. Because if not, your expectations, your happiness, your goals may shrink away, and you might feel out of control and say, well, if I don't have control of this and it's so hard, I don't want to think about this anymore. Small thinking is not what we need. And each and every one of us here today knows that big dreams are necessary. Big dreams are necessary. They foster you towards your goal. And the journey that is going to come your way is going to require big dreams, practicing big motivation, and big thoughts. Yes, it's got to be big. I spent so many years in school and I loved learning. It was not easy. No way was it easy. But goals and outcomes, especially if you are a nursing professional, you know what those are. Goals and outcomes. Those things can be drivers of the actions that are necessary to take you along the journey. You can't get there without fuel and fun. Make yourself have some fun. Be happy at some times and dare. Daring to think bigger can be a challenge for some folks, but it's not going to be hard for you to imagine the end of the rainbow is your pot of gold, your big dreams, your doctoral degree, your job as an English teacher or a Spanish teacher in a middle school or high school, the dreams that you dreamed growing. You know now that is the fuel to get to the end of your outcomes. So daring to dream. Really, as I will tell you, your former friends, maybe just now your former friends, they may have known you when you were in kindergarten or high school or middle school, and they're wondering how you made it through. And they've seen you or heard you crying about the road to that big dream. But even as you work hard, and if you come up a little short, you still have achieved so much. And for you, it is important that you don't try to do everything alone. On this quest, you will find the resources, whether they are human or material, physical resources. You'll wake up and you'll say, oh my, I never thought I would be here. You have achieved so much. And along the way, be happy. And I'm going to tell you that as the hugest introvert that you probably ever saw in any of the classes you were ever in school as you grew up. Yes, this person who never really talked, she read, she did all of the schoolwork, she did all of her homework, quiet as a mouse. But today, my message to you: live your dream. Live your dream, your big dream, to the highest. Be happy. Because as I've gone through all of the curriculum of nursing, and I thought, oh, well, I can be this and I can do that, and my big dream changed. It still was nursing, but one little piece in there I didn't realize. It is important for you to be happy. It is important for you to be happy because even some of the curriculum and some of the work is going to be a challenge. And there may not be a happy moment in the schoolwork or in the job every single day, but find a place and space for you to be positively positive and be happy. A negative mind cannot enjoy, whether it's life or work or food or vacation or anything. Be positive and find your space to be happy. For me, it took a while, but when I found my pediatric faculty member and nursing school was the best, one of the best moments of my life. She is not here now, but she made me love nursing. Shirley Hall made me love nursing. After I had gone through the struggle of, the VA and she made me love nursing just by being herself and showing me the gifts that will be rewards for you in days to come. And happiness comes for me today and many other days as I get a chance to talk to nurses wherever we are, wherever we go. It is a way that you can look at someone and they look at you, or a day that you speak a certain way and someone says, oh, are you a nurse? And you can have new friendships and new building, state after platform for happiness. So be happy. And for me, I just have a new platform I created, as I will say, a reward for myself. And it's a small reward, but I hope you will take a time to take advantage of my new platform. And it is called 7 Ingredients of a Happy Life. Because we don't all have control over what happens outside our little bubble of our lives, but we can work to make the place and space each and every day, whether it's positive affirmations, making sure you have a particular time that you have for yourself, whether it is emotional health, mental health, physical health. Make sure you have time for yourself. And yes, friends and family are important, but make sure you take care of you. And your biggest goal is going to be you. So, as you frame your life, you aren't letting someone else just take your dreams away. Think of them, practice those positive words, and be true to your dream. Be true to your dream. Please go to powerinnursing.com is my new updated website, and you can find there many things that I've just shared with you, but also career coaching. And what do you think about helping other people? So many people ask me about, well, what nurses can do. And you have so many answers for them because the community still doesn't really know who we are. And my message for anyone who says, well, I was thinking about nursing, they need to find a seasoned nursing professional and just sit and talk about what nursing is to that person who has the experience. We can help new people along the way, and we can help them be satisfied and successful. Just do it. Just do it. So, if you want to find out about 7 ingredients of a happy life, you can go to powerinnursing.com and sign up for the free gift. And as well, you can email us anytime, any subject, anything you want to know. Power in Nursing 6, the number 6, at gmail.com. Yeah, I had to get rid of so many of those 5 or 6 email sites I had. You'll see it. If you know me, you'll say, "Oh my, this is different." Power in Nursing 6 at gmail.com. We love you, and we're set to help you build and be successful in your big dream. We love you, and we will see you very, very soon at powerinnursing.com. By the way, you will see so many uh, applications for anything you want. How many opportunities do you have as a nurse in your career? How many opportunities? And the biggest thing, if you're not even a nurse, these same qualifiers are yours. You must think positively, think for yourself, be your best self, and don't give up. Don't ever give up because someone else told you that you weren't enough. We've got to stay focused on where we're going until we get there. The future is in your hands, your future. When you need help, please ask for help. Mental and physical health are so important, and so is emotional and spiritual health. We adults, often work so hard at caring for other people. You've got to take care of you. So be well, my friends, and You can find us at powerinnursing.com. We'll talk to you soon, and we'll talk more, and more about the steps to the big dream and the happy, happy life. Those 7 ingredients are so important to keep you going. We love you, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye now, and enjoy your happy new year.